What's up, guys? What's up, guys? It's your boy Unknown. For tonight, I'm gonna play one game of college football 25. My team, the Georgia, versus the FCS South East, and I'm planning on not letting them score at all. So let's get into the game. You feel me? I'm gonna have like parts of each football game I play. Well, of each team I'll play against. Put it that way. While I'm at it. Let's get this game going. Ooh, almost at him. And to anybody new to my stream, hit that follow, you feel me? Show some support. Hold on, chat. Since y'all are listening, let me change my settings. Change my settings back.
Doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start.
Ooh,
And the
let's
pass
go.
is incomplete thanks to a big hit. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name.
Hold on, chat. Let me grab a something real quick. Okay, if anybody touch my water on, bro, we finna have a problem.
One of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out, and he's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his first sack of the game.
And the Pandas will call on their punt team. 3 and
Let's go
out,
for
and
a
not
turn.
much choice but to get rid of the ball. Running it back, it's Lovett. He's got great speed.
Oh shit.
Very little will make a crowd
them.
hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team
Bro,
leaders.
I
These
will
guys
put this
have to
down.
play well if they're going to win the football game.
We'll push.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
So just pass up the anthem, bro. Let's go, let's go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Catch that it. Let's go.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one
Let's
game
go.
where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking
Already
like a
got 7
force to
points.
be reckoned with.
First quarter.
And they did.
Hold on real quick, chat. How to change my song
Point
real quick,
without any
gang.
adventure. Lining up to cover the kick
Alright,
after that
go.
touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out,
Get out the
sometimes
way,
that
bitch.
puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. The give. Good, solid tackle.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down
Okay.
manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave.
And they got him. They'll get him
I
down
have
for the
another
sack.
sack from me.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right
Gotta try to
back,
hit this with
you
a
get the
touchdown.
sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this
Come on,
defense
come
staying
on,
with
come
it.
on, come on.
Looking for a block. It's Lovett. He
Move,
gets a
bitch.
block.
Move, 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 move.
This guy is a
Come on.
daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return.
Hey,
Gets a little bit of ground for
hey.
the offense. Here's this offense with a fresh
Let's
set of
go.
downs. He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. WTD, let's go.
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, this
14
offense
points,
has started
let's
the season
go.
off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Crazy.
Grabs it inside his
Damn,
25,
he jumped
and
out.
here he
Get
comes.
fucked up.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll get this drive started from their own
Let's go.
26. Out of the chute, quick toss to the
Bitch,
right.
come here.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants,
okay.
he can run the option
Ooh, my
routes and
bad.
find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Anybody that's new to the channel,
Second
feel
and
me?
short now after that
Hit
completion.
that follow. If you're watching it live,
One man in the backfield, and he
You know.
gets it.
hit it in the chat section.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Pandas will line it up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They're getting this guy lathered up. We'll give him a couple on that with
Yeah.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Go blitz
All right, well, the
there.
offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Looking to throw on 2nd
Move,
down.
bitch.
And And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
What a great job by
if you
this
heard a noise in
defense,
the background,
setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been
ignore
hitting
it.
the quarterback early and often. They can feel
Motherfuckers
uncomfortable.
acting like
They
they
can feel
turn
that
up a car
pressure.
quick enough.
Keep getting them on the ground.
Come
That's why
here.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for
Yeah,
opposing
fine.
offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him
I
down.
didn't kick it out of bounds.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last
shit.
drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels
I
and you
didn't
back
know they
them
were in
off
the
a
ball.
little
I'm
bit,
trying
you
to
get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse. And they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Go.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Georgia going up tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going deep.
Ooh, can't touch
It's
this, can't touch
complete.
this, can't touch this,
A huge
can't touch this,
pickup.
can't touch this.
He's loose down the middle. Touchdown,
Hey,
dog.
hey,
And once he
hey,
found open space,
hey.
the band might as well start playing.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can
That's
see
great.
why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
We are 11. Oh, about to be 12 minutes in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas.
Out of the gun, the
Bro,
inside
they didn't
kick.
make it far.
We'll circle
That's
back
crazy.
if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I might share.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Feeling some heat.
Damn,
And the
he
pressure
about to
gets
get
him
jumped.
back at the 8-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they
Yeah, my
can't
bad,
keep their
shit.
quarterback standing up straight.
Ooh, I'm out of there. Can't touch this, can't touch this.
Touchdown, Georgia! How about that
Hey.
special teams play? A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even
28
get your hand on
points
them
on the
so
scoreboard.
quick,
Let's go.
so elusive.
Still in the first
Such a
quarter.
great job making
7
people
seconds
miss, but
left.
still going full speed up the field to get all
Alright.
the way to the end zone and score the TD.
The kickoff team is out there, and after giving up a punt return for the score, this offense needs to do some work.
You want to
From
work.
inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the return man is stopped,
We're gonna
and
tackle
that'll
in
leave
2
it up to
seconds.
the offense on the
3
next drive.
seconds, that's crazy.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The lone back's got it. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll
Second
finish
quarter,
the
they
first
ain't got no
quarter.
points. Let's get
Well,
it.
guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle at Sheffield. And they pick
I
up
want to
just
try
a
to.
few on that
I want to try to
completion.
get them
Look,
to
as an
not
offense, you're always going to take completions over
get first
incompletions
down.
and
That's
interceptions. So the
my
offense,
goal
they're
for
able
this
to make
one right
that
now.
third down a little bit more manageable.
Let's
but honestly,
go.
not by much.
Fires to the wideout.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Oh
And the
shit.
Pandas will line up to punt it
go.
away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today.
Okay, fake
On the
left.
return, it's
Go
Light.
right.
Makes
Ooh,
a move.
ooh. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Can't touch me. Can't touch me.
He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He did that one all by himself. Make a few
Hey.
guys miss. Turn on the afterburners, and
So-
boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Let's go for the
On
extra
to
point.
attempt
You
the
feel me?
try. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. 1st down here for the offense. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. And the quarterback sacked at the 12.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line.
Ooh, can't touch me. Oh, fuck.
You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on
About to run that
display
dude.
right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Here's the handoff.
Ooh, no, 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 no.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Okay.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the run, it's Etienne.
Leave me alone. Get a ball from me. Get a ball from me.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. And, guys, they really need to make something happen. A shot toward the end zone.
Let's go.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, This offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Damn it.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Pandas line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll bring it back. It's Lovett.
Can't touch this.
There he goes. Open it up. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Dogs in the hurry up. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and can...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started.
Damn, come on, sometimes it hurts. I ain't got the ball, I ain't taking 9 years.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up.
Took 9 years
Another
just to get
sack.
sacked. Wow.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Lovett. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. What a disappointment. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Pandas will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Bro, how much
Able
is
to
gonna
find
let
enough
this
room to get it
pass?
out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run.
Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Georgia! And the beatdown has ensued.
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you can tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to the Astronauts. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Oh,
Finds a man by himself.
no.
Hit the afterburners, kid.
No, get on, get on.
At the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
You saw it.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
You can't let them get shit, game.
Takes the easy completion. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy out of the ground.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short.
Exactly.
Gets it out quickly.
Fuck
Can't
yeah.
quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Pandas are moving quickly down the field.
Can't let them get it.
They'll run it on 1st
No.
and goal.
Fuck.
And he takes it to the
The
house.
goal was not to let them
Touchdown,
get a score.
Pandas.
Damn it.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man.
Kill
Down
me,
big.
son.
Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he puts through the extra point.
Man, the rest of them suck a dick.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Alright,
The kickoff team on the field, he ought to
points.
just boom this thing through the end zone with
No
that
more
extra
points for y'all.
15 yards on the penalty.
They
No
all keep-
shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Off play action on first down. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown Bulldogs. And the route is on.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You can tell he looks to the right immediately, knows this guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Unloads to the right.
Ooh.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks, and the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back? And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Let's go.
And that's why you got to avoid third and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
Unleashes one deep. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. Georgia comes quickly to the line. To the air, it's Beck. Going for 6.
Fuck.
He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the tight end. He caught it.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible...
Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Now facing a third and long.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. And the Pandas will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, it's Lovett. He only needs a sliver of daylight.
Get up off me.
And
Get up
There he
off me.
goes.
Get up off me.
They
Pussies.
look at him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grab behind the line. It's Jeffrey. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Wicks.
Get a ball, man. Get a ball.
They're trying to get to it.
That was crazy. Top of the line. Wait, what? What?
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The Pandas will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there.
Oh, shit. Ooh, ooh, get off me. Get off me.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Let's go. So far,
And he
so
was
far.
straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game.
Touchdown, Georgia! And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw. It's Wicks. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about the hat trick? Like adding insult to injury. You got him in passing situation. You know what's coming. All I'm doing right now is trying to pad my stats and get those sacks.
And the Pandas send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us. And they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
It's incomplete, and the old fake him out with a fake on first down. Doesn't play.
And you can draw these up on paper all you want, but executing them is such a different level. It's different guys doing different things that you've asked them to do.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Wicks. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
What can you say about the impact this dude has had on this game? He has been completely unblockable all game long, guys. That's his 3rd sack of the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Pandas will punt this one away. On the return, it's Lovett. He gets a block.
Get up, Paul.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. He fires to the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. Georgia going up tempo.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing Matt.
He's going up top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying play action. Fires to the right.
What?
And he intercepts it.
I was trying to make my dude get the first
And they'll
down.
drag him down
Okay.
after a good return on the interception. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Good ball, nigga.
Fires on the move. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Norman.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. A 3rd and long coming up here. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Pocket stop. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Really? Just had to go for my legs.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three.
Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll start this drive firing. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Chat. That's a game for tonight. Happy hope everybody enjoy the Memorial that's coming today, Memorial Day. And it's your boy Unknown. Who you? Feel me? I'm out. Check out the YouTube channel too.